suggestions. So what we did yesterday, we imagined the building, lights going out one by one, and we had all these suggestions in there to just relax. I'm going to make it very, very simple for you. First step, relax. That's how you can do self-hypnosis as well. Relax yourself from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Relax all the muscles. Let completely go. And then think of something that relaxes you as opposed to being in your thoughts. Once you relaxed, the second part is the therapy part. Or the change work.
Get out of here.
That's called making suggestions. If you just do hypnosis, what's the point? Oh, it relaxes you, that's great. But the second part is making suggestions for change. Okay? So I asked some of you, or I asked all of you, if you can start playing with, think of it this way, you're here for 3 days. If you went and got hypnosis sessions, out there, including from any of our trained students, you're going to have to pay money, right, for specific sessions. Here what we're saying is you have an opportunity that as you learn hypnosis, you're going to get multiple hypnosis sessions. So you might as well use this opportunity to get hypnosis towards the goals you wrote down or something else that's going on in your life. So here are the 5 golden rules. At this level of hypnosis, if this is all you knew, you can create hypnosis for anybody, for any problem. Now in advanced hypnosis, bigger, more complex problems so that you can draw out the suggestions almost like stories and all that. But for right now, in the context of a 3-day training at this price point where you're also getting certified, these are 5 golden rules. And by the way, for those who've been doing affirmations and if they're not work as well, I would apply these 5 rules as well. Positive, right? Not, I am not broke. Positive means I have sufficient wealth. Agreed? That's what positive. They both are the same thing, but we're looking at what we want. We said yesterday, focus on what you want. Say it how you want it. Second golden rule, present tense. If you say to your unconscious mind hypnosis, I can do it. I want to be healthy. It's nowhere near as effective as impressing upon the unconscious mind that I am healthy. I eat healthy foods. I go out for runs. I enjoy going to the gym. And that leads us to our third point, specific. In hypnosis, if you're saying I'm rich, I'm successful, they're still better than nothing, but they're very broad. Your unconscious mind loves specificity. So if I wanted to get hypnosis to become a good public speaker, and by the way, I hypnotize myself to be what I am and how I can communicate in front of the stage. I got very specific. For example, I fleshed it out. That'll be the point about repetitive. I started to have hypnosis. I started to self-hypnotize myself saying, I find it easy and effortless to stand in front of crowds. I imagine them thinking highly of me. I imagine them enjoying every word that's coming out of my mouth. I love seeing people with smiles on their faces as I speak. See how specific that's getting? I like talking about things that I love and appreciate. I speak from the heart. I'm able to make a very strong connection with my audience. So I'm really breaking it down as opposed to saying, I'm a great public speaker. I'm a great public speaker. It's too broad. I'm a great speaker. Number 4 is realistic. If you're earning $5,000 a month right now and you keep saying I earn $1 million a month, at some point your unconscious mind is going to say bullshit. But if it's 5,000 to 20,000, I think that's quite realistic. And when you get to 20,000, you make it more. Everyone with me on that? These are the absolute golden rules. And the 5th one is repetitive. So when you get this, if you do get this visit within book, right? In 3 days, I can only teach you so much, but it's enough that you can go out and do things and you're going to have ready-made scripts anyway, right? That you can tailor. But these 5 golden rules, means you can create a hypnosis for anybody or anything. So in this book by Dr. Krasner, you will see some interesting examples as well. So they'll always be with you. So let me show you.
Really?
There is a chapter in here called formulating suggestions. So let's look at a person. So when I say repetitive, means you're going to repeat the same suggestion in many different ways. So I'll give you one example, William, then I'll take your question. But give me 1 second here. Okay. Say someone wants to get hypnotized to be healthy and eat the right foods and lose weight or whatever. Listen to this suggestion. So let's say they're all relaxed and now we're in the suggestion. Say you are here today since you have decided that you are healthy. You are satisfied with just enough food to meet your body's nutritional needs. You are satisfied with just enough food to meet your body's nutritional needs. And so this is one way to do it. I could keep repeating. You are satisfied with just enough food. But it's better if I say, you are satisfied with just enough food to meet your body's nutritional needs. You find that you will feel full with small portions of healthy food. You enjoy the feeling of eating good food in limited quantities. Right? Brenda, same point in 3 different ways. Right? Let me give you there's really good one on, so someone wants to be a good speaker. You can either keep saying you're an excellent speaker, you're a great speaker, you love speaking, or you can say you like people. You enjoy the company of other people. You are wonderfully at ease with other people. You especially enjoy talking to them. When you stand before an audience, you are filled with self-confidence and warmth towards the people you are addressing. You are poised and calm. Your gestures are spontaneous and relaxed.
Wow.
You are secure and confident as you
Sit down,
speak.
please.
And your vibrant enthusiasm makes you a delightful presenter. Imagine how much more you can put. You see, I was fed suggestions about me, even though it wasn't hypnosis, but it was hypnotic, that I have an accent and nobody wants to, people don't want to listen to me. I was fed suggestions that I have a, skin color that people won't relate to. These are the natural suggestions that were made to me through my life, right? That I don't have a presence. So what did I do? When I realized that this is the suggestions, I used to stutter when speaking in front of groups of people. So I just looked at everything that I've been believing and I created the exact opposite and I hypnotized the hell out of myself. I can speak in front of 10,000 people if you like now. In fact, I spoke alongside Eric Thomas, who's considered the hip-hop preacher, #1 motivational speaker in the world. I had an opportunity to speak in one of his Zoom sessions. There were 6,500 people, and I got a 20-minute spot. And everybody, the Zoom chat went insane. They wanted me to come back. And that was my evidence procedure that I can speak in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Because the hypnosis is the hypnosis is the hypnosis. Doesn't matter if I got 50 or 1,000. Yep. Yes, William.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind before I forget, you guys may already be on it, but a reading list at the end, or if that's going to be provided at some point. You had just mentioned it yesterday, but I'm very interested for the continuing education portion and all that kind of stuff. So that'd be really cool if you got something going there. Thank you.
We'll get a couple of key suggestions out from the history yesterday, but the main one for where you are right now, my #1 suggestion right now is the wizard within. Okay, very directly related. I want to make sure I keep you connected very specifically to what you've learned first. All right. Wizard within, Dr. Krasner. I'm actually teaching Dr. Krasner's methodology here. So very directly related. Okay. Great handbook. If you get in the wrong place on the internet, you can order from us. We have direct contact with the publishers. So we'll do our best. I think what is it? $60? Yeah, you can get it for $60, but on the internet, it can be as much as $600. It's a good little reference for.
Well, if I just went on your website, I could even just get it, right? Something like that.
You don't have the order thing for that on the website. William, just email. I think just let Adriana know. She's taking all your names.
She knows already. I'm just checking in. All right, I'll continue, sir.
Get me one too. It's Jazia. Get me one too. It's Jazia.
Okay, Jazia.
Yeah, I have you, Jazia. I'll put you on there as well.
Whether you work professionally with other people or not, this book keep with you because you're going to need it as well. Okay, so we got a few of them. We only give it the best price we get from the publishers. This is not something we want to make profit on because I want my students to have this. All right? So that's the book, but we'll give you the names for the other books. Okay, so let's look at suggestion. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Who's going to, yes, Joshua? Oh, that was for the book, right?
No, that's because this whole time I haven't known how to correctly use the hand gesture thing. I've been typing the hand in chat, and I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. And I've been doing that since yesterday. Yeah, so I need help. And then I wanted to share it today, and I was like, dang it. I don't know how to do it. So I didn't share it who I talked to. But I don't know how to do the hand thing.
Well, you do now. You do. Your hand emoji is up.
Yeah, okay. So I see the lower hand, but then like how do I like
There you go. Sorry, you just click it, it's gone now. Click it again.
I don't even know where that came from, to be honest.
Click on reactions. Joshua, click on reactions and you can see raise hand right there.
I'm gonna have to hypnotize you to get this.
Yeah, to like be technologically
Yeah,
savvy.
I'll put you into a breakout room, okay? So we can go on.
Right. So that's it. So now I want to know who's brought a suggestion that you would like to hypnotize yourself with through the course of this training, and I want you to be brave enough to just share it with me the way it is right now, and we'll critically analyze it and take it to that level. Okay, we have 2 takers, starting with Nancy. So Nancy, read out your suggestion. How long is it? First, let me ask, is it a line, is it a paragraph, or is it a page?
I did several, and it's regards to healthy living and healthy weight.
Healthy living and healthy weight. Okay?
Right.
So let's pick, healthy living can come in that, but let's pick healthy weight because that's very specific. Let's hear the suggestions on that.
Okay. I said, my body is healthy. I feel energized. I eat healthy foods. I am conscious of what I feed my body. I am toned and fit. I love to exercise. I wake up and get moving. And then I went on to say, I accomplish all my tasks with ease and enjoyment.
Okay, great. So everybody, was that positive? Was that all towards what she wants? Raise your hand if you agree with me. Okay, great. Second one, was it all present tense? I thought so. Like it wasn't like she's saying, I want to, I can. She's saying it as though it's true now. Third one, was it specific enough? Yeah, some of you, yeah. So I would recommend, Nancy, you can even get more specific with that. So think about what are the specific things you would do if you're your ideal weight. So you could even go as specific as said, I find it easy to wake up early in the morning and go for 30-minute walks every day. If that's what you want, you know what I mean? I eat specific foods with this nutritional need. So yours is good start. I think it's specific. I would make it even more specific. Like, what are the things you're not doing that you would be doing if you maintain your ideal weight? Is there a particular green smoothie you'd be having? So things like that. Okay, is it realistic? Is it realistic? Does it sound realistic? I mean, that depends on what Nancy is currently doing. Nancy, have you ever exercised in your life?
Oh, yes, I have.
Good. Have you ever eaten healthy food in your life?
Yes.
What percentage of food that you currently eat would you classify as healthy?
Probably, I want to say 50, but probably 30.
Okay, 30. Now, if it was 0, I'd say, okay, that's getting that's not as realistic, but as long as you're having some healthy food, that's pretty good. So you know the value of healthy food, right? Okay. Was it repetitive? Everybody? Saying the same thing in different ways? Yeah, I'd agree so. And again, in the repetitive space, Nancy, you really want to sit with yourself, and I'll give you some questions how you can do that. All right. Who's next? Kevin. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.
Kevin, first, what area is the problem in of life?
I want to be the master communicator. I want to just be able to. I feel like I'm awkward. I know it. Like, I don't know how to explain it. In the timing of when I speak, or I want to correct all of that and like have better sense of like, all right, maybe I shouldn't say that, or how can I make this work to like fit, because I know what type of person you know what I mean. I just want
I
to
got you. So it's articulation. So it's an area of communication, and I highly support that for you. And I'm going to support you in whatever way I can. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
you've chosen. You want to be master. This is a great one. By the way, everybody, please go ahead and type in chat. This is an identity I want you to take from this training. I am a master communicator. Everybody should assume that identity now. Now, like take it on. Because your identity always comes first. So as at this moment, Kevin, you are a master communicator. Okay? The greatest skill set that a human being can have right now to make sense of this physical world. Okay? I'm a master communicator. Now, read the suggestions to me and only read them as they're written, word by word. What did you write?
That's the only one I wrote. Oh wait, I'm confused on the.
Okay.
I wrote.
Because I didn't teach it till today. So you take these 5 golden rules today in the long break or even at the end of today and build out a fabulous suggestions. Make sure they are positive, present tense, specific, realistic, repetitive. If you need, ask a coach at some point today to spend some time in a breakout room, okay? They're going to help you and review that as well.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
I see you in not long from now having this clear articulation. I've already seen it.
Hey, honestly, Reg, I am so inspired by you and what you've done. You know, it's like it's cool, you know, but just the way you do it too is awesome.
We
Yeah,
got
I
you.
respect that. I'm glad
We
I'm
got
here.
you. Yeah, we got you. All right. Thank you for that, Kevin. All right. Now we've got the Chris. Is there a Christopher that's different? Yeah, there's the Christopher Bob. That's my purple bro. All right, Chris.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Good. Yeah, so pretty much what I like to do is like I'm a superintendent for like a construction company. I moved out here since 10 years ago. Took it by the balls. I like to do fine art. I just want to paint. If I just want to get to a creative space when the house is down and I'm just painting, so I personally want to make more time for creative works of art that I know I could do, and like I'm just itching to always get creative. So if I was to say, you know, this has obviously got some edits, but I'm selling amazing, creative, inspiring, wonderful, large, brilliant works of art for the value that I'm worth with ease and success. I have an abundant amount of funds, amazing skills and abilities that will allow me to access a harmonic space and unlock all the power to be unstoppable, creative, and do continue and provide relief to others with my self-love and use of my gift to open doors, inspire others, to help others in need, and continue to communicate and heal, and do that through my artwork. That's it. I'm starting to get a little bit on the anecdote. That was what I wrote, though. So
That's good. That's a great start. I can see that was mainly positive because what it is you want, not what you don't want. I can see it's written in present tense. It's a great start, Christopher. It's specific and it can be even more specific. All right. So, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Let me show you. Here we go.
thank you.
And then you have painted before, right? You have some time available during the day to paint even now outside of your job.
I try, you know, with domestic stuff, and I try to make the time. I have a studio down in the garage that has everything accessible. I actually been working on a piece that's dedicated to my mother for a long time, and 3 days prior, someone called to buy it. I just posted a video of me signing it. That just happened recently, and all of this is coming together, and it's just
Fabulous. So it looks
yes.
like- I'm finding that fairly realistic for you. I think even the hypnosis alone will make sure that you find more time opportunities because you're already setting it up. And
Yes.
it was definitely repetitive, right? So here's what I'm going to do now. If I'm working with him as a client, right? I'm doing the interview now. And I want to speak about bringing it all together. I have very simple questions. This will change your world. Number one, if you're not painting, or if you're not procrastinating on painting, or if you're not making time for painting, what are you? Say it to me as it's real for you. What are you?
Not pleased.
Huh?
I am not pleased if I wasn't creating art.
Okay? No, but right now you're the client, right? The client has a
Oh, right.
problem. Yeah?
Right.
Your problem is, Reg, I'm guessing, just correct me if I'm wrong, I'm a little bit of mind reading. My problem, Reg, is what I'm hearing is that I'm not doing the amount of painting I'd like to do. Is that right, or could you language that for me?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay. If you are not the person who doesn't make time for something you love, like painting, what are you instead? Language that for me.
I am a father and I'm a superintendent.
Right? No, but so let me give another example. So someone comes to me and says, Reg, my problem is I don't make time for exercise, so I'm unhealthy now. Right? So I'll say to them, if you're not lazy and if you're not unhealthy, what are you? Then they might say, well, Reg, then I'm healthy, I'm focused, I'm disciplined, I get stuff done, I go after what I want, I value my body, I value my mind. You see what happened there? So I want you to think like that now. Let your mind speak here. If you're not procrastinating and if you're not, being avoiding doing what it is you love, which is painting, what are you?
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I got it now. Thank you for that. I'm extremely. I get vibes and chills when I'm feeling the abundance of having the ease and the pleasure to access that creative zone. So with all my meditative work, I could be more in touch and in tune with myself. That's what I would, and I can also help others with the profits of my work, which is intended to bring relief. So I would be extremely grateful, loving, and feeling a sense of abundance when I'm at that creative space. So that is my journey to search for more time. So I would be grateful.
Now, this is very, very good. It's very important. Look what came out of the client. His own words. How meaningful were they to him? If you use sensory acuity, he got positively associated. Right? Look at his body language right now. Now, if he's in hypnosis and I'm using words like, sense of abundance, grateful, loving, like creative, I don't want to use what I think he needs. I want to use his model of the world. And that, his unconscious mind will grab onto that like anything. See that? Okay, next one. Now, I'll go from positively stated to behavioral. Okay. So, I kind of didn't have the pen with me. Could you repeat that again for me? Okay, Christopher? If you're not, not doing what you love, and if you're not the person who doesn't do the painting and doesn't make time for it, what are you? Repeat that for me again. See how it comes out this time. What you said earlier, same one, same question.
Same one. I would feel an overabundance of joy and pleasure and gratefulness to be able to access a place to be creative and allow those juices to flow and connect me to a space where I can connect to a higher consciousness, which I would think would be my unconscious mind, and access that to drop and release barriers to continue to improve and be able to access this space rapidly on demand so I can be strong for others within my core family, to allow the sense of serenity in the world to come at ease and be always at calm when this allows me to be. When I paint, it helps me. It's like a vibration that can last, just like a meditation. So I would be grateful to access that, make time, and then reap the abundance of the financial game, and also help others with that. So I'm gifting with a gift. That is my natural state and cause and purpose of wanting to paint.
Amazing. Now, I want to get moved because I want to get some more specificity out of him, and I don't want it to be abstract and all that sort of thing. So what I would say to the client now is, when you are feeling this abundance of joy, when you are being creative, and you're allowing these creative juices to flow, when you are connecting to this higher consciousness, releasing the barriers and continuing to improve and having this sense of serenity and being in that vibration, Christopher, and that natural state of calm that you are, what will you be doing? Now I want to know specifically what will you be doing? As specifically about, say, I'm in the studio doing this, whatever. Explain to me, what would you be doing?
Just recently heard a new song that I am inspired to play as the first strokes of my next original that I'm already planning. I can access a place where I could be no space, no time, focus, and what happens is positive feelings, positive notes come up. I journal constantly, almost have to stop painting to record thoughts of improvement. I've noted things of my father passed away a long time ago, and he was around lots of young, sick children, and I have installed artwork in facilities to bring joy and bring change. And I have a thing where it's an electric footnote of love. So you pass it on. So
Christopher, I'm going to interrupt just quickly here, okay? What I want you to tell me is, thank you for that information. What I'm going to do is, now we have already established that you will be connecting to that space, you'll be doing what you love, you'll be spending time painting. I want to know specifics of what will you be doing. So you can get a specific on the actual action, right? Maybe are you talking about painting like I'll be
during that specific section, I'm thinking of what will I be doing during it, like tell you what I'm thinking, or tell you what I'm doing, like what will I be thinking about the result of that be?
What you'll be doing. So let me show you an example. So say my problem. Yeah, client has a problem that I'm not exercising, I'm not eating healthy, right? And I said, if you're not unhealthy, if you're not lazy, what are you? And they say, well, I'm disciplined, I'm focused, I take action on my goals, I'm regimented, I track my progress. Okay. Then I say, second question, I say, when you are disciplined, when you are focused, when you are regimented, when you are tracking your progress, what will you be doing? Then they go, okay, well, that means I'll be waking up at 5 a.m. every morning and I'll be running. Then I will be making sure I have my protein shakes. Then I will be doing my meditation in the evening. You see, I'm getting specific. So I want you to get specific with me on when you are doing
No,
very good.
he couldn't see you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, let's get specific. This is what I do.
Stop
On
pushing it.
Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, which is the nights that work, I wait for the house to shut down. I request my wife that I'll
Go
be
to the
in the
dining
bedroom.
area.
I come into this room. I work on everything from detailed website to business card to marketing to the thing that I do as a one-man show. I specifically make time between the hours of 9 and 12 to actually come in here and grind. Sometimes I'll go down and have a cup of coffee, an espresso with the foam, the sugar, a little bit, sugar in the raw, cream. I like to come up here and that gets me going, but I can still fall asleep after midnight. Sometimes I come in after session, but I'm aching to go from this computer kind of market lab that I've been in lately and get back to the studio. And when I get there, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to have a video behind me, and I'm going to be in a absolute harmonic fucking ballet dance.
तू ही चला जाओगा तो ढीठ
In the
है
music flowing, and I'm going to lay the first strokes down, and I'm going to tell the story. And sometimes as I pick up the phone and I record or I take a video of myself romancing and telling the story, I wonder, Chris, are you ruining your creative juices by picking up this phone and telling the story? I say, no, I have to fucking do this, and that's what I'm going to do. And I wind up playing videos. Matter of fact, the last video I just played that was responsible for selling this last very personal piece was, in fact, an archive video that I felt like sharing. It touched someone close to my mother. They called me and said, I want to buy the piece. How much do you want for it? It put me in a state of what is my worth? I wanted to tell them the price of this, the detailed, specific numbers in my head that I have. 3,800.
Okay. Thanks, Christopher.
There you go. That's specific. All right, there you go.
No, that's
Careful what
good.
you win.
That's good. So, that's good. I'm showing you an example how much more. You see, he was quite associated, and we can grab a lot of information that we can use inside the suggestions. He even covered the who, what, where, when, how specifically, which was coming up next. Okay, so that's one way. So you had a good start there, Christopher, with your suggestions earlier. And if you for tomorrow, some things you said on there, I would build them inside of you and flesh it out and turn it into half a page, one page. Okay, I'll do one more. And just to give you a sense, but we'll be coming back to it a few times. Now, who was first? I don't even know this, but I'll go with someone we haven't spoken to at all so far. For this
Thank
one,
you, Reg.
you got it. You'll get really good at this. Alana, I haven't heard from you, so I thought I'll use this opportunity to hear from you. What's the area where you're looking to have suggestions for yourself on? What life area?
So I had three.
Let's pick one for this. Yeah, which one would you like?
Okay. So I can often be like really withdrawn and a quiet person. So one of my affirmations is I can strike up conversation at any time with anyone for any reason.
Yeah. And that was the one line you wrote on that as yet? Okay, good. So what was the other two anyway?
I focus on eating multiple meals a day of healthy food. Because often I've struggled with eating enough. I do have the healthy part down usually, so that's good. But I focus on eating multiple meals a day of healthy food. And I complete all tasks involved in reaching my goals with ease.
Good. So these three are all three separate areas, right? For hypnosis to work best, if you want fast results and tangible changes, then we have we work on one problem. So I think the one that I saw you most connected with was where you said you can be withdrawn and things like that. I think that would I can see how that can benefit you as well in your career. So you said I strike conversations with everyone. Now on the surface, that's one line. So it's definitely positive, right? It's what you want. It's definitely present tense. It's written as though it's true now. It's specific. Yeah. I can see that's specific enough. It's not just saying that I'm confident. It's saying I can strike conversations with anyone, anywhere, anytime. I would say it's realistic because you obviously have a history of conversing. There could be a significant emotional event that's a more NLP topic, which could have stopped you in your tracks, or that you may have some limiting decisions and negative emotions around that. So, but then you are communicating with me here, right now, and you're doing it publicly. So it's telling me it's quite realistic for you. And the only part that's missing here is repetitive. Okay? So Alana was my client. I'll say, okay, Alana, this is the interview. If you're not withdrawn and quiet and not conversing, what are you instead? Flesh it out for me as deeply as you want.
I'm interactive.
अदन को क्या है माँ कह रही चुप आराम से you're very loud मैं ले लूँगी सारा कुछ.
I'm fun to be around.
Yes.
I'm interesting.
Yes.
It benefits to communicate with me. It benefits the people around me.
Yes.
When I communicate.
Yes.
I empower those around me.
What?
I empower those around me when I choose to communicate.
Yes. Are those amazing? Okay, so it's a very similar theme coming across. Okay, so I'm going to get more information from the client, and you can do that with anybody really. I'm giving you the most succinct package where you don't have to go out and spend hundreds of hours on the internet. You can extract this information. You can have anybody start changing. Number two, Alana, when you are interactive and fun to be around and interesting, and when others are really getting empowered and benefiting because of your communication, what will you be specifically doing? Take me to that journey. Would you be, you mean in your career, or is it in social gatherings? So explain to me, what will you be doing? What specifically you'll be saying? You can go anywhere with this.
I will be networking
Yes.
in a way that benefits the highest percentage of people that I come across, to be able to improve and upgrade their lifestyle. Everyone has something that's holding them back. So I want to be the catalyst for those around me to be able to overcome the obstacles that's keeping them from living the life that they truly know. I want to be opening people's perspectives to envision a life that they couldn't previously imagine and open up new goals and new ways that allow people to be able to envision in the first place a better life.
Amazing. So that's really good. It's a little bit, so if a client gives you, we're getting very good information, but we're still missing some of the specifics. So what I could do now is I could say, okay, Alana, this networking you'll be doing and helping people upgrade and improve their lifestyles, and you're being the catalyst and opening their perspectives. Notice how I've taken her words, her model of the world, right? Her words.
Give it to me.
Can you try and explain to me who specifically you'll be doing it for, where, when, or how specifically? See what comes out.
जाके book पढ़.
Friends, at get-togethers and events, nearby and also online.
Also online. Look how specific we're getting now. Okay, tell me how specifically online you would do that. Would it be through lives, through videos, or through written content?
I think both. First would be the written content until I polish my on video skills.
Yes.
Kind of there'd be a timeline, but I want to resume content creating.
Very good. Okay. What else? So, is there anyone else specifically you'll be doing this for? And online, you said, and any other way how you would be doing it? It's very good. Keep going.
So, online, through my social media outlets, and in person, I want to start with the people immediately around me because, when your friends and people in your close circle are able to reach their objectives easier, things flow better for the whole app.
Alana, are you planning to use hypnosis as part of your work at all, or this is just mainly for your personal development you're here?
I would like to use it for work as well.
So you'd like to use it with clients and with friends and family?
That's right.
Right.
Out, friends talking to other friends, saying,
Is this phone here?
I really got help with this in this way, and I know a person, so word of mouth, stuff like that.
And in this idea, this vision, would you be getting paid for it?
I'd really like to be. Also, I believe in
तेरी आवाज नीचे
just
जाएगी?
mutually beneficial energy
बंद करो
exchanges as well.
Okay. So see, there are some key facts that a client can miss. So if you stay on that third part, you'll get all the info you need. So what I'll do is, Alana, if you can pretend for me that we just did the induction like we did yesterday. We relaxed you, look at the lights going off in the building. Okay? So we'll do a very short, quick, condensed version of it so I don't have to do the whole thing right now. So take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Nice long exhale. I just want to ask you a quick question. Are you feeling in rapport with me?
Yes.
You trust me?
Yes, I trust you.
Okay, good. So we have, I just did a quick check. And in a real client session, there'll be a lot more than this. But I just want to make sure that she doesn't feel unsafe around me and she's feeling at home and she's feeling, guided and she can trust me. Because those things are important. Otherwise, so let's assume we just did that relaxation bit. And with your next breath in, breathing out, just close your eyes. That's right. So just imagine everybody. Alana, is that okay if as I do this demonstration, I also teach you?
Yes.
Thank you. I'd like to request permission from your unconscious mind. So it's very important. So Alana, I'm assuming she's relaxed now. Her head's down like
You're very loud.
Very relaxed. And that beautiful induction of trance.
Get out, please.
Now we're at
This
the
is not
therapy
finished.
stage, the suggestion stage. So
I
I
see.
can take. I said, Alana, you are here today because you are
That's the problem,
a
you guys don't
fabulously interactive and confident communicator. Yes, Alana, you are a master communicator. You are interactive. You love interacting with other people. You love being seen. You love conversing and having conversations that benefit everybody around you. You are fun to be around, Alana. You are so interesting. In fact, anytime you open your mouth, others benefit because of the words that come out of your mouth. As you communicate, Alana, you empower those around you. People feel transformed just because you have the right intention to help anybody. They love hearing from you in any forum, online or offline. You are so good at networking, and you network in a way that it benefits others so that it upgrades their lifestyles and improves their lifestyles. You see, you know that there is something holding everybody back. And as you get out of your own way, as you already have, you are helping others get out of their own way and overcome these things holding them back. You, madam, are the catalyst. Yes, you are. You are the catalyst for change for others through your communication, through your presence, through your ability to influence and impact others. You open their perspectives to a life they could not previously imagine. That's who you are, Alana. You have stepped into this power. Anytime a person interacts with you, you, the master communicator, the master interactor, they experience change, positive change. You do this with your friends, with those who are closest to you. You also find it easy and effortless to express yourself in writing online, and you are finding it easier and easier to express yourself on video as you have refined your skills to present yourself on video. You are creating content regularly, easily, and content that expresses who you are, and in such a way that it benefits anybody who reads your content. Yes, they do, Alana. You have people, you help people who are immediately around you. You also use it with clients. You use your hypnotherapy skills because you're a master hypnotist. You use your skills of communication and hypnotherapy to positively change others' lives. People love the results they get as a result of your work, and they love paying you. They benefit, you benefit. It is a beautiful, synergistic, win-win cycle. That's right. People love it because you are changing their lives using these powerful skills that you find easy to use. You are getting paid for it because you are worth it, because you are changing their lives. And good people are worth because you are so good that you use the money to help more people. That's right, Alana. You are a master communicator, a master networker. On the count of 3, you will come back to now. Only on the count of 3, you will open your eyes and return to now. 3, 1, feeling a bit refreshed, energized with these new suggestions that have taken place. 2, feeling alert, feeling refreshed. And 3, gently coming back to now, open your mouth. Alright? Now, we didn't even have her in a full trance, right? But Alana, how did that feel, those suggestions?
Super powerful and aligned with my visions. It was beautiful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Alana. So thank you for being a fabulous support and demo. So all I did was I was taking your keywords. Now I fleshed it up a little bit. Can everybody see what I did there? It was positive, present tense, specific, repetitive. Now, you could see her, if you use sensory acuity, there were points at which she was so connected with it. Now imagine she has the suggestions, she records it. There's an app called Anchor. You can go and record it. You can record the initial trance, and then you can record the suggestions and emerging out. And imagine she listened to this every night before she goes to bed. Who do you think she'll be? Right? So that's what I did. Any questions on that? Okay, Christopher, I'll come back to you. I'm sorry, getting confused with Christopher and Chris. Chris with the hair today in a purple shirt.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, after listening to other people, I feel like I should be more specific, but the ones I wrote down last night are mostly pertaining to money.
Good.
So I can definitely get more specific, but I'll just read what I wrote down.
So starting where we are, okay? Please do not compare yourself. One of the things you don't want to do is do not compare yourself to the expert. Okay? I've been doing this for years. So what you do is you compare yourself to who you were yesterday.
Right. Okay, that works for me. So it's now April 2024, and I'm making over $150,000 a year. It's now May 2024, and I have over $20,000 saved.
अदन देखा कितना बेड़ा है ते
It's now
कांस्टेंट
June
इतना चीख रहा है
2024, and I've met the love of my life. It's now December 2024, and I've purchased my first investment property.
Okay. Now, on the sounds of it, some of the principles are being met, but I'm going to give you, is that okay if I give you some feedback, Chris?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, principally, these are very specific, and I love that. So the specific, you get a very big tick. All right? And I can see that when you said it, you were connected with it. They're definitely present tense. We know that. You're specifying the date and as well. You don't have to specify date in hypnosis, but why not? Right? It's fine. Realistic is something that you'll have to evaluate. If if you have the neurology for 150,000, just depends on what have you been earning, what is your relationship with money. It's still good to start building that in. I think 150,000 sounds realistic for anybody who's motivated.
Yeah, it's definitely realistic for me. I've reached over 100,000 a year in sales. Knowing, if I apply myself and doing the right thing, I definitely can reach that.
Very good. It's lacking repetition. I'll talk about that in a second, and it's positive. Now, the one thing is, you can certainly squeeze in the love of my life in there. It's not going to harm, right? But maybe that could be a more generic, that you are succeeding, and that could be like one paragraph at the end, right? Because of your ability to reach your financial goals, you find it easy to reach all of your other goals because of the confidence you gain by becoming who you become. And that means that you are finding the love. You can just squeeze in on the edge, because meeting the love of your life, there could be other barriers that potentially are there, so you could build a whole hypnosis suggestions on that. On the 150,000, 20,000 and purchase investment property, what I would do, so in other words, the area of life where you are wanting to hypnotize yourself is your financial health, correct?
Right.
Correct. So that area, you would actually specify, and don't be scared of that, everybody, don't be scared of specifying inside of hypnosis how you think you'll do it. That would be fabulous, right? So whether it's like I'm finding easy and effortless to sell high ticket products. I am great at sales. I find it easy to accept money. I find it easy to charge for my services as well. If you're doing both things, right? I have a high sense of high worth, and I have a powerful relationship with money, and I take all the actions necessary online or offline. So in the context of your work, I would flesh them out. So think about what you're not doing that you should be doing more of, put them in. Okay? Let your unconscious mind see the how, because it'll create pictures of that more. Now who, what, where, when, how specifically, you can get as specific as you want.
Right.
What does $150,000 a year mean for you? Does that mean you're living in a better place? Are you driving a better car? Are you visiting better places? What does it mean? You can flesh that out. So you can have a nice one page, and that's great. Okay?
Okay.
And think about, for the first question, all the things you're not doing currently that would fit the identity of a 150,000 person, and then you would build that identity. Because one thing I'll tell you, do you think a person who earns $1 million a year, do you think he or she would have the same behaviors as somebody who earns 50,000 a year?
No, not at all.
Absolutely not. So what are those behaviors? They have discipline most of the time. They are generally enjoying what they do, right? They're always learning and growing. They never say this is it. They're always investing in themselves. They're connected to their vision. They take action before they're ready. They even take imperfect action. They look after their health. I've not seen too many millionaires. There are exceptions who have no concern for their health. They generally they are generally better at their emotional mastery. Money runs away from instability, emotional instability, just so you all know. Right? Now, for those of you who may be coming to our future trainings, we do have an offer. I think at some point at this training, we'll let you know what it is. We will be potentially adding a set of 7 hypnosis tapes that myself and someone who's been an expert 25 years in hypnosis with a double induction, which is just around changing your relationship with money. So we might actually have that as an offer because I think that can benefit a lot of people. Not because you're money greedy, but I feel that some of you could really have a good relationship with money, and money will just, you're all such beautiful people. I know that you would actually use money for good. There's no question in my mind about that.
Yeah, I mean, my relationship, I had to change over the years with money because I grew up in a poor family, and those basic notions of money is evil. People who have money are evil or whatnot. So I had to get over those things. But I noticed as I was earning all this money in sales, as fast as I was making it, I was also spending it. So I have a problem with spending money. So it runs for me as fast as I get it.
Yeah, so everybody can benefit with that. That's deep rewiring at the unconscious level. I think we're always looking for ways on how we can get it to people. There was a point I used to charge $2,500 just for those, but we have loosened that up, and we are finding how can we, attach that to people for whatever else. Regularly rewire.
No, this is dangerous.
That'll be good.
Get down.
All right, now guys. So what I'll do now is we want different parts of this training. I'll come back to you all. I just wanted to show you. Is everyone feeling a little bit clearer on how suggestions are built? And so right now, we don't need your suggestions done in stone. But right now, you have to complete the induction that we taught you yesterday. So let's have a 10-minute break, and then when you come back, I would like you to use this suggestion. Can we put this in the Telegram group as well? And you can repeat this 3-4 times for your client, because this is relevant to this training, okay? Because you need more time to get your suggestions finalized for the bigger hypnosis that's coming up. For now, so once I've induced trance, I would say to the person, Christopher or Chris, have your unconscious mind organize everything that you have learned at this training so as to make it easy to remember, easy to utilize, easy to know the right thing to say. That's right. Have your unconscious mind organize all this information you've learned so easy to remember, easy to utilize, easy to know the right thing to say. Have your unconscious mind organize everything that you've learned so it's easy to remember, easy to utilize, easy to know the right thing to say. We're going to use that for the purpose of the next exercise, so that this is also a suggestion that will benefit you all. So let's go back to page 17 of the workbook. I'm sorry I didn't get to you, Joshua, and all that. I hope you got a lot out of watching other examples anyway. But we'll try and get to you, everybody, okay? Because we got to make sure we can time. Okay. Everybody learns through your questions, so thank you for that. Now, this is the induction that I did with you as a group before we ended last night. Does anyone have an interesting sleep experience? Any interesting dreams? Something slightly different in terms of sleep? No, that's okay. We'll get different. You did, Joshua? Yeah? What happened?
Actually, I slept only 2 hours and I felt very energized. So I had like a very, very clear mind, very resting, very long resting.
Good.
Yeah.
Why did you sleep only 2? I'm just curious. Why did you only sleep 2 hours, Jazzy? You had something on?
No, after I took the class, I was really relaxed. So it relaxes